Welcome everyone to Chelmsford High School's 107th commencement for the graduating class of 2024. My name is Nolan Busalaki and I am the secretary from the senior class. Would you all please rise and remove your caps for the singing of the national anthem? Remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I welcome Amanda Stackpole to the stage to sign the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Too fast? Before we begin, I would like to thank my family, teachers, and friends for motivating me to be the man I am today. To the class of 24, thank you for everything. It has been an honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Nolan. Dr. Lang, members of the school committee, honored guests, family, friends, faculty, and of course the members of the Chelmsford High School graduating class of 2024. I'm Steve Murray, the principal of Chelmsford High School, and it's my distinct pleasure to welcome you this evening to our 107th commencement. Before we start our program, I want to take a few moments to thank a few people for their contributions who made tonight's event possible. Without these contributions and these folks in their planning, rehearsing, and setting up and executing this event, we certainly wouldn't be here. So a special thanks to the deans, Dean McIsaac, Dean McNeil, and Dean Mitza, the front office staff who helped out, Ms. Callahan, Ms. McMiniman, and Ms. Wint, the House secretaries, Ms. Travers, Ms. Hughes, and Ms. Mason, Charlie, Chris, and Matt, our custodial crew, of course, always Ryan Poisson, Tom Peterson, and the host of all the folks from CHSTv, Chelmsford's plant and facilities, Mr. Sexauer, Mr. Rader, Ms. Comeau, our school counselors, band, color guards, singers, and Amanda Stackpole, senior class advisors, Ms. Smith and Ms. Cavarud. Also, thank you to our faculty and staff at CHS who demonstrate genuine care each and every day of our kids. Our National Honor Society students who are here volunteering. And lastly, really important, I want to thank the PTO and all the parents who volunteered to organize the after-prom breakfast. There was over 200 kids there. It was phenomenal, and they put a lot of time into that. So thank you, PTO and parents. Appreciate it. As you can see from our program, we have special guests here this evening who spent a great deal of time crafting thoughtful messages to commemorate and celebrate this special occasion. So first, I'd like to welcome to the stage our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Lang.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, parents, and the Chelmsford High School graduating class of 2024. On behalf of the Chelmsford Public Schools Administration, I congratulate you on your many accomplishments in the classroom, on the stage in musicals, plays, and performances, and on the court and field in athletic competitions. I am proud to be your superintendent and to work in a community that places such a strong emphasis on education in developing students to be well-rounded, lifelong learners, and most importantly, good citizens. Today is a special day in your lives and one that you will remember for years to come. This is also a special day for the Chelmsford Public Schools as we celebrate the 107th commencement exercises of Chelmsford High School. Think about how far you have come from the fall of 2020, your freshman year of high school. I'm sure you remember that was not a typical school year. After being out of school and learning remotely from home during the spring of 2020, Chelmsford High School opened to hybrid learning that fall. Some students elected to remain home for the year and learn remotely, while others split time between home and school so we could socially distance in classrooms. Your sophomore year saw a return to more normal schooling. However, mask requirements, social distancing, and COVID protocols remained for most of the year. I am thrilled that your junior year, and in particular your senior year, saw a return to school without restrictions. You were able to have a regular senior year and experience all that comes with that, attending sporting events, plays, musical performances, dances, and senior events like the banquet, prom, and graduation here today. This would not be possible without the caring and committed staff who have guided you throughout your high school journey. At times, our staff have served as mentors, role models, or just caring, compassionate adults willing to listen and provide advice on issues you were dealing with. At times, our supportive adults have helped you socially and emotionally cope with being a high school student and all of the challenges that presents. I ask all staff of the Chelmsford Public Schools who have joined us here today to stand for a moment and be recognized for the countless hours you have put into preparing the students before you today, and especially to recognize the outstanding work of our high school staff who contributed to make your senior year as special as it was. So all staff members of the Chelmsford Public Schools, would you please rise for a minute so that you can be recognized? Thank you. Your work is very much appreciated. I know the students and families here appreciate all you do for their kids. Let's also not forget and take a moment to recognize how very fortunate you are to have so many caring and committed supporters here with you today to celebrate your high school graduation. Your mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, extended family members and friends. You have worked hard and should be proud of yourself and your accomplishments. You leave Chelmsford High School with the knowledge and skills necessary to be successful in college, your career, and life. You have been provided with an outstanding foundation of knowledge and skills necessary to navigate life. Enjoy your life, pursue what truly interests you. It is time for you to go explore and find out what your life's work will be. I ask that when you leave Chelmsford High School, you continue to push yourself to learn, to work hard, enjoy life, and give back to the community and schools that have supported you and provided you with so much throughout the years. I want to congratulate you on your accomplishment. Good luck, Chelmsford High School, graduating class of 2024, as you begin the next chapter of your life. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Lang. It is my pleasure to welcome to the stage the chairperson of the Chelmsford Public School Committee, Mr. Dennis King.
Honored guests, parents, and most especially graduates of the class of 2024. I'm pretty confident that none of you woke up this morning thinking, I can't wait to hear what the school committee chair has to say at graduation tonight. So I plan to keep my comments brief. Graduates, if there's one piece of advice I can give you as you move forward with your lives, it would be not to be afraid to try new things and take chances. As you sit here right now, you probably have some plan in your head about how your life will go from here. While it's important to have visions and goals, it's also important to keep an eye out for different pathways or opportunities, because it's often those that end up being the most rewarding. Explore different academic and career opportunities. Learn a new hobby or activity. Volunteer in an area you are passionate about. Travel, talk to new people. Life will present you with lots of options. Don't be afraid to take some of them on. I can tell you from personal experience that it's often those experiences that will be the most rewarding and truly shape your life. Who knows, one of those unforeseen pathways might even lead you to giving a graduation speech in front of the Chelmsford High School graduating class of 2065. Congratulations and best of luck in the future.
Again, welcome families, guests, staff, and students. We're pleased to have you all in attendance today for the 107th Chelmsford High School Commencement. This is truly a significant and exciting event. I'd like to start honoring four important people, the first of whom means a lot to me. He's a friend, a supporter, and a mentor, Mr. George Simonian. Mr. Simonian is the leader and founder, one of the founders of Chelmsford Alumni Association. Before that, he taught science at Chelmsford High School. And in 1974, he was the principal who opened up the building we currently reside in. This is Mr. Simonian's 65th Chelmsford High School graduation that he's attended. He's been attending Chelmsford High School graduations for almost as long as Dean McIsaac's been alive. So thank you for being here, and thank you for your support, Mr. Simonian. We're so happy to have you. Our second person I want to recognize is Mr. Rob Russo. Mr. Russo is retiring at the end of this month. Mr. Russo also graduated from Chelmsford High School. He's an alumni. He was hired by the Chelmsford Public School Systems back in 1988 when I was still in high school. Mr. Russo worked in almost every facet of high school and the Chelmsford Public School System. He started his career working in the district's business office. He later transitioned to be a valuable member of the Chelmsford High School's business department, and his most recent position is a tech engineering position. Outside of the classroom, he contributed so much to our school. He was a track coach, a football coach, lacrosse coach, class advisor, wrestling coach, after-school activity coordinator, and currently he's a Chelmsford telemedia commentator for the Chelmsford High School football games. He clearly loves Chelmsford High School. Third, Miss Leah Gaffney. Miss Gaffney is also a CHS graduate. She came back to teach at Chelmsford High School 24 years ago to teach math. She taught a host of different math classes and never shied away from a challenge, even as each new curriculum came in and new trends left. She rolled her sleeves up and jumped right in. In addition to being a wonderful math teacher, Ms. Gaffney is one of our 2 National Honor Society advisors. She epitomizes the 4 pillars of National Honor Society, which is scholarship, service, leadership, and character. She mentored thousands of students over her career. Her students and her other part of the dynamic duo, Ms. Dulamas, will certainly miss her. Last and certainly not least, Ms. Nancy Kiernan Bell, or NKB as a lot of us call her. Like Ms. Russo, Ms. Gaffney, she too is a Chelmsford alumni and went through Chelmsford High School. She was hired back in 1994 in the Chelmsford Public School Systems, and there's where she taught math at Parker and McCarthy as a middle school. She was known as the anchor for her teams, and she kept a laser focus while having fun teaching 115 middle schoolers each and every year. Eventually, NKB transitioned to her way to Chelmsford High School and became an integral part of our math department. Although she loved math, computers were her passion. Ms. Kiernan Bell essentially was a department of one. She was and is our computer department, teaching coding, programming, and a host of other computer science classes. After school, Ms. Kiernan Bell was a math coach, a computer club advisor, and has been the Wizard of Oz for the last 13 years, creating all our student and staff schedules. Kids will miss her creativity and mentorship. She loved her job, and it showed. So students, now would be a good time to give them a round of applause for our retirees. And now you, the class of 2024. So I want to start thanking you first, the class of 2024, thanking our 4 phenomenal class officers and our 2 advisors, Ms. Cavarute and Ms. Smith. For those of you in attendance, you might not know, And according to my assessment, this graduating group's unsaid and unwritten themes were selflessness and hope. This class spent their time supporting the community and helping others in need and providing hope for those. They raised $20,000 for Wolfie's PAC, supporting a staff member's son who is bravely fighting cancer. They spent an afternoon making 20,000 meals for the Meals for Home Foundation. They worked once a month with the Chelmsford Food Pantry, and they provided gifts, entertainment, friendship, and mentorship for students in the DCF program. They volunteered at the Harvard Square Homeless Shelter serving dinner, and they organized a calendar raffle where all the proceeds were used to help Chelmsford High School students who are in need. These are just a few of the events that come to mind. So I want to say to the graduating class, thank you. Thank you for bringing patience, love, and caring in a time where our world needs more of. Thank you very much. A former local sports columnist, Sean McAdams, he once said, "Yearn, don't settle. Yearn to find the love of your life, the work or the studies that you love. If you find something you love to do, you'll never have to work a day in your life." Many years ago when I heard this, it reminded me of my experience going to college. And I want to take a few moments to relate that quote to the next stage of your life. Since early on in my high school, I wanted to be a teacher. However, when I went to college, I chose marketing as my major. And over the next 2 years, I changed majors twice, and within the business department 2 more times. It was at the end of September of my junior year that I met with my advisor. I decided I wanted to change my major again. I was frustrated and I wasn't happy. When I was home for Columbus Day weekend, one of my friends told my parents about my major change again before I had the chance to tell them. And this is when it started. The crying, the sobbing, the tears. And when my parents stopped, I explained to them, yes, I've changed my career and my major, and I went to education history. I was initially afraid to choose this career path because it was not where the money was. When I grew up, movies such as Wall Street and Trading Places glorified the quest for riches. And I thought this was what was important. All the friends I had in high school, neither chose education. When I decided what I wanted to become, and I wanted to become a teacher, I went back to Chelmsford High School and I visited a former high school teacher of mine, Mr. Jack Mulkern. I talked to him about what I was feeling and the conflicts I had and how teaching wasn't where the money was. He talked to me about what was really important. What is most important is what makes you happy. Money's not the most important thing. He said you could always find ways to supplement your income. And looking back, he was right. You can ask any teacher or administrator. Kids never lock their lockers. And my 10 years at Andover were quite lucrative. You see, I should have followed my heart, and I should have followed what I yearned to do. This would have made me happier sooner, and it would have started my career sooner. It also would have made my parents happier financially. But I think of you in this pivotal point in your lives. You have the opportunity now to find your love, the opportunity to go after what you yearn for, regardless of where you go to college, you join the armed forces, or you join the workforce. Now is the time to follow your passion. For the past 12 years, the people around you in here and outside at home have supported you, and they'll continue to do so. Your past teachers will be there to support you as well. We'll all be there to celebrate your successes and to support your difficulties. Regardless, it's important for you to stretch yourself and to yearn for new and different experiences. Remember, you've acquired the tools you needed over the past 12 years to make these ventures a success. In order to succeed at what Mr. McAdams said, you need to take your raw talents, your leadership, and combine them with your experiences from the past in order to create your opportunities in the future. Stepping outside your comfort zone will be your challenge, and to experience things you never thought you could or would. That should be your focus. It is up to you to yearn for your niche or your experience that'll have a lasting mark on others to follow. For adults, we've gone through this process. We know the social and peer pressures you have to keep the status quo. The fear of letting down a family member or a friend can hamper your innate willingness to yearn for new challenges. Your true and closest friends will support you regardless of your venture. They'll be the ones lining up with your parents and teachers, cheerleading your successes, and supporting you with your challenges. Your willingness to yearn and to stretch will be the determinants of your success. These qualities will change your future and let you reach your potential. So in closing, I encourage you to keep working hard and to find your passion and to strive what you innately yearn for. You deserve the best. So thank you for being a great senior class. I love these past 4 years with you, and thank you for letting me be part of this fantastic senior year. So with that, I wish you all health, happiness, and good fortune. Thank you. A school is ultimately judged on its ability to produce high-quality, college-ready, and world-ready students. Our student speakers tonight exemplify this rich tradition. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you our first student speaker of the night, Class Salutatorian, Kea Urapaye.
Namaste. Good afternoon, parents, family, friends, administrators, CHS staff and faculty, and Jayembe, Mama, Daddy, and Juju. And most importantly, welcome to my wonderful fellow graduates. My name is Kea Upadhyay, and it is truly an honor to be standing up here today as your Class of 2024 Salutatorian and addressing you all on one of the most important days of our lives. It's finally graduation, the day that many of us have been looking forward to all of our lives. Today marks the end of our journey at Chelmsford High School, one of the most loving, welcoming, and respectful communities that we could ever wish for. I want to thank Mr. Murray for making Chelmsford High School a thriving community for all to take part in through countless clubs and extracurriculars, and for his seemingly never-ending supply of vitamins in his office, also known as chocolate. Thank you to the deans for all the dedication, work, and energy you put into the school to make it a better place. And thank you to all the guidance counselors, especially Ms. Lima, for putting up with our endless list of questions about everything. Thank you to all the staff and faculty at Chelmsford Public Schools, because you have all had a profound impact on the development of these graduates today, and are the reason that Chelmsford has a very bright future. To my parents, you both are my inspiration and the reason for my success today. Your unconditional love and support has let me reach the stars with you as my foundation, and I know if I ever were to fall, you will always help me get back up even stronger. To my little brother Arya, thank you for always putting up with me and for cheering me on for every accomplishment, however big or small. This graduating class is a special one, which is something that you will be hearing a lot today. Our first year of high school back in 2020 was spent staring into our computer screens and learning our new classmates' names through reading this little label on their square on Google Meet classes. While we were in school that first year, getting to know and meet new people was extremely difficult. But look at us now. Some of our friends we've known since kindergarten, but most of our friends are ones we made in high school. Now, at the end of it all, we have formed a real family where all are welcome. That is the magic about the CHS class of 2024. It has been an extraordinary 4 years of high school, but even more than that, this day represents the culmination of 12 years of learning, through good days and bad, and through ups and downs. I can confidently say that all of us are quite different people than who we imagined ourselves to be when we were in middle school, or even freshman year. I urge all of you here today to recognize and congratulate yourselves on all of the perseverance, effort, and commitment you poured into getting where you are today. These virtues will take each and every one of us very far in life, and I have big dreams for this graduating class. While reflecting on your past 4 years, never ever forget the people that have helped you along the way. I would not be standing here today without the support of my parents and my little brother, so give thanks to your family, your siblings, and especially your teachers. Educators are the driving force behind a successful future, and I have absolutely no doubt that the class of 2024 is destined for greatness. We have emerged from a pandemic more resilient than ever. In the next few years of our lives, let us discover who we are and put our heart and soul into anything and everything we choose to pursue. From this moment onwards, we have the power to do great things for others and ourselves. So I ask you to begin the next great phase of your life with open arms. And like my parents say, Never hesitate to try something new. So let's make a difference in today's world and seize any opportunity that comes our way. Congratulations and good luck, class of 2024, on everything the future brings. Thank you.
Thank you. For the presentation of the class gift, please join me in welcoming to the stage the class treasurer of the 2024, Konstantina Fredericks.
Hello, everyone. I would like to start off by recognizing some people who deserve our thanks. I know there will be thanked several times this evening, but no amount of words could ever express how much me and the whole class of 2024 truly do appreciate you all. Thank you to Principal Murray and our deans, Dean McIsaac, Dean McNeil, and Dean Mitza. You have all supported us through our high school journey, and through countless hours of your time and your effort, you led us to create some of the most meaningful memories. We are extremely lucky to have you guys by our sides. To our amazing guidance counselors, words cannot describe how thankful we are for you. Thank you for keeping our doors always open when we need it, having our backs through the good times and the bad times, and helping us navigate our next journey in life. A special thanks to Ms. Orsini. I'm forever grateful for you, and you're truly the best. To Rohan, Nolan, and Sherry, thank you guys for making this role as an officer nothing but a good time. Though there were many stressful times, very late nights, and lots of hard work put in by each of us, I could always count on one of you guys to crack a joke or make fun of Sherry to lighten the mood. Without you three, this year would not have been the same for anyone in the class, and I couldn't have asked for anyone better to work with. And to Miss Smith and Miss Kay, you both could have had amazing impact in my life and all our lives. You taught me so much this past year, and you put in so much time and effort to allow our class to have the best senior year possible. We couldn't have done it without you. To all our teachers, staff, coaches, families, and friends who stood with us in all our highs and lows. You guys are the reason we have bright futures ahead of us and are walking across this stage today. To my own family, my biggest supporters, thank you for pushing me to be the best person I can be. Especially to my mom, thank you for being my role model and also waking up to edit my essays at 1 a.m. I couldn't have passed any English class without you. And finally, and most importantly, I'd like to thank you, the class of 2024. You guys showed up this past year and made it unforgettable. We will look back at our time here and not think about that one failed test, but all the school dances, our amazing pep rally, House Olympics, and the dodgeball tournaments. We'll think about the fundraisers and the people we got to meet, and the late nights with our best friends. I remember my brother telling me when he was a senior that these will be the best 4 years of my life. And surely that's true as right now, but why do siblings, parents, and teachers always tell us this? I don't want to be telling our children that 4 out of my, 70 years of living, that this is the best it gets. I want us to all leave here thinking today that I want to make every year of my life the best. Don't settle for what's comfortable in life, and let the good old days be something we live in for the rest of our lives. I can't wait for you all to go after your dreams and take risks, because growing up with you all, I know you'll do amazing things in the years to come. Even though we're leaving CHS today, we won't forget the school, and the school is not going to forget us. The Chelmsford High School Class of 2024 gift is a way to leave behind our legacy at CHS. We will be donating a new decorative wall coverings to our gym. These are not just wall coverings. It's a way for our class to leave behind some of the school spirit we brought into it. Students, parents, and visitors will be able to feel some of the Lion's pride even more, while future generations of us will also get a sense of what it is to be a Lion. The coverings will allow us to celebrate our current student athletes and honor the accomplishments of the past. Our class participation was so amazing this year that not only will we be able to fund our class gift, but be excited for our 5-year reunion as well. From the class of 2024, thank you to everyone in this arena for all you've done for us, and thank you guys for the best 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Nina. Thank you to the class of 2024 for such a thoughtful gift. Since Chelmsford High School was opened in 1974 in our current building, Principal Emeritus George Simonian has always identified the most important student in the school to be the class president. Not only is the president responsible for leading the class, the president's responsible for taking the pulse and working with the school leaders to help the school continue to evolve and come together. Each class president's name is inscribed and memorialized on a placard in the main hall. This year's class president has certainly lived up to these expectations. So please welcome this year's class president, Rohan Madhugubar.
Good evening, everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? Good, good, good. You guys having fun with the beach balls down there? All right, love to hear that. If you guys don't mind, respectfully, I'm gonna ask you to keep them in your hands until I finish. Just give a year for me. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you. Save them from Mr. Mack's speech. Once upon a time, we had our first day in kindergarten. It was more of an art class with snack time and recess sprinkled in, but it was the best. In these sugar and snot-filled classrooms, we were the purest of souls, learning the basics of humanity. Share everything, don't hit people, make friends, and wonder. This afternoon, 13 years later, we got into our cars and drove to the Tsongas Auditorium. Unfortunately, we're not here for a Taylor Swift concert. I know we all wish, though. We are here today to celebrate our accomplishments. But did we learn what we set out to do in the kindergarten classroom? Has all our hard work, commitment, and continued effort throughout these 13 years made us better people? While Chelmsford Schools has created a strong foundation for us, we are left with a blank canvas to begin creating our own destiny. Destiny is a hidden power to control what will happen in the future. What do you guys think this hidden power is? Is it your teachers, your family, the little people inside the inside out guy's head? Let's take the time to reflect on how you guys made it here today. It wasn't a mysterious hidden power that kept you from quitting when life got hard. Whoops. It was you who made the effort. It was you who solved that quadratic equation and wrote that 2,000-word paper. It was all of you that woke up at 6:30 to take the bus to school. And it was you who went above and beyond for each other. Forget some hidden power. It was you who did not quit. Now we sit here with all the cameras pointed at us, and everyone is questioning us about what we are doing for the rest of our lives. My answer to that question has always been, I don't know. And I don't. But that's the best part. The best part is that you don't know, which allows you to foster wonder throughout your lives. The class of 2024 is full of the most resilient and responsible individuals that I have ever met. And you probably don't even know it yet. You all fought through COVID and persevered through the online classes and the endless and awkward breakout rooms that our teachers forced us through. You did your best to keep your grades up while the world was falling apart. It was you who did not quit, not some hidden power as the definition states. I know all of us are destined to go far in life, but we can't forget about how we were fostered by a school where teachers care, administrators love, and where the tundra's enthusiasm often got the best of them. It's where we learn empathy and the importance of community. So keep Chelmsford High School in your hearts as you venture further and further, and I promise it'll always keep you in its heart. My first draft of this speech was 4 pages of thank yous. While I wish I could thank everyone who has had an effect on our class, there are specific people that I couldn't go without thanking. Mrs. Marion Smith and Miss Dina Cavarud, I thank you for giving me the opportunity to bring my wildest dreams to reality. Miss Nina Fredericks, Miss Sherry Gua, and Mr. Nolan Busalaki, I couldn't have asked for better officers to help plan our senior year. And please, can we all give them a huge round of applause? Because none of this last week would have been possible without their incredible avoidance of senioritis. And I'm glad to say that through this last year, I've made lifelong friends. Principal Murray, thank you for supporting the Yankees and being a true role model for me throughout these 4 years. Deans McIsaac, Mitza, McNeil, Blagg, and Lyons, we thank you for guiding us towards success while keeping us accountable. Dear teachers, none of this could have been possible. Dear teachers, none of this could have been possible without the highest caliber of education you all provide us with at Chelmsford High School. Our success is always going to be based on the foundation you laid in our cinder block classrooms with terrible desks and back pain promoting chairs. To my mom and dad, everything we have today is not destiny. We were never destined to be here. It was all a result of your hard work, commitment, and love. I wholeheartedly thank you for everything. Manit, my brother, you're little right now and you're probably not going to understand a word I'm going to say. But understand one thing, all of this was for you. My eternal wish as class president was to make CHS a little better for you for when you step in it. Class of 2024, our story is still being written. Your accomplishments, your future, your goals, today is all about you. So I ask that you cherish this moment as much as you can. Have that ice cream, eat that steak, and party hard. Because tomorrow, we are gonna wake up clueless, with no school, no teachers, and no deans to tell us what to do. And that is gonna happen time and time again. And while that may be frightening, I know that everyone receiving a diploma from Chelmsford High School will succeed and learn to live your best life. And if I can leave you with anything tonight, I want to leave you with this. Every morning you wake up is a new chance to chase your dreams. And you're always in control of it. So reach for the stars, so when you fall, you'll at least land on the clouds. And with that, I thank you, the class of 2024, for allowing me to be your class president. And congratulations to every single one of you. Yo, thanks for no beach balls.
And now the presentation of the gavel.
Drew DeStacy? Yeah. Now, I can't count on how many times I misspelled your last name while writing the speech. He actually had to go in and fix it for me, by the way. But I can tell all of you how talented he is. From our quick encounters in the hallway, I've learned of you to create change rather than abide by it. I know you have great things coming your way. Drew, just make sure not to lose your voice at too many games, because you might just need it at some point. It is my honor to pass the gavel to the class president of the class of 2025, Mr. Andrew DeStacy. Mr. Andrew DeStacy, sorry.
Thank you, Rohan, and congratulations, class of 2024. I'm proud to represent the class of 2025 as its new president and stand before the families of the great class of 2024, the CHS faculty and staff, and you, the graduating class of 2024. Rohan, thank you for being a great example of everything a class president should be. Thank you for fielding all my stupid little questions and helping me during the process of running and starting my presidential journey. Rohan, Nina, Sherry, and Nolan, a special thank you for leading by example and setting the bar high. You've left us with big shoes to fill and high expectations to succeed. Since having been elected to this position, I've had some time to reflect on the many accomplishments of the class of 2024. The accumulation of your academic, athletic, musical, performance-based, and extracurricular activities accomplishments will leave a long-lasting legacy on the halls of CHS. In this very arena, we have a cappella seniors that have had great successes. Some would even call them high notes. We've had 25 seniors that will be graduating with the seal of biliteracy and a multitude of collegiate athletic commitments, and so much more. We have captains, mentors, head council members, club officers, and tremendous all-around leaders, and I cannot thank you enough. And yet, no one here will be defined solely by their accomplishments on paper. Rather, you will be remembered from what you overcome, how you have handled adversity, and ultimately, how you've treated yourself and others around you. You've also set goals for yourself and will continue to do so. We have students here attending 4-year and 2-year colleges, traveling, serving our great nation, and approaching the workforce. Whatever path you undertake, it won't always be smooth sailing. Life is sure to hand you all challenges that we never saw coming. None of you expected to be a Cohort A or a Cohort B freshman sitting massed in a class with a handful of other students. And yet, you all handled it with grace. Wherever life takes you after CHS, you can always count on the fact that your experiences from the past 4 years, both in and out of school, have you well prepared for anything that comes your way. So go out there, follow your dreams, take in life's moments, big and small, treat each other well, and follow the words of Mr. Zach Bryan. Today, I will hold my head up high, knowing that someday comes one day at a time. Here's to your collective Sunday, class of 2024. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Drew and Rohan. The Valedictorian is a position of supreme honor. As our highest achieving student, the title Valedictorian represents the student who's excelled over a 4-year period in every aspect of their studies. It is my pleasure to introduce this year's Valedictorian, Sherry Gua.
Thank you, Principal Murray, for that introduction. Hello, everyone. My name is Sherry Gould, and I am honored to be your class of 2024 valedictorian. With our society's dwindling attention spans in mind, I will try to keep this speech short. But before we begin, just a note, if I start crying at any point during this speech, please put your cameras away. Thank you. Entering high school, we always heard that these would be the fastest 4 years of your life. I never believed those words until today. I didn't think there would ever come a time where I would wish for just another 5 minutes in that building. Just 5 more minutes of being uncomfortably close to people you don't know in lunch lines, making a teacher wish they chose a different career path, sprinting out of the school at 1:51 only to sit in traffic, praying that Mr. O'Keefe doesn't embarrass you for getting to class 2 minutes late, attending school dances, which for the record, they're not coming back, sorry. But most of all, just 5 more minutes of being kids, where immature, impulsive, dramatic, temperamental, emotional behaviors are excused by our idealistic youth. But we have to move on. Right now, as a graduate, I hope you find yourself full of life, love, and ambition. However, you may also be full of sadness because you will never find yourselves lapping around the hallways again with your friends. You may also be full of unease because everything that is familiar to you is slowly fading. And you may also be full of anxiety because it's finally hit you that you are growing up. Scary, I know. But think on the bright side. Oh, hello? Oh, sorry. But think on the bright side. You are growing up. You sit on the precipice of opportunity, about to embark on a journey to fill your life with love and passion greater than yourself. It is okay to feel angst and apprehension because of these impending changes. If it doesn't feel okay right now, I promise you, you will be okay. I reflected a lot about what I wanted to offer you today and about my time at CHS. And I keep finding myself coming back to 3 words: time, respect, and process. Time is the one resource that is truly equitable. Rich or poor, young or old, we all have the same 24 hours in a day, 60 minutes in an hour, and 60 seconds in a minute. It is entirely what we make of those hours, minutes, and seconds that defines our life and the impact that we make around the world around us. Start living life without the what-ifs. Oftentimes, we're our own biggest obstacles to success. Take advantage of time. Instead of allowing yourself to be held back by past regrets or future uncertainties, be the architect of your own future. Explore your own agency, guided by your dreams, your passions, and your aspirations. I don't suggest you completely ignore the past or present, but instead, focus your energy on the present and the opportunities it provides. Treat time as a precious resource, because in the end, it is not the years in our life that count, but the amount of life you squeeze into those years. I could stand here and say that everyone in this crowd likes me, and that would be a lie. And I could also stand here and say that I like everyone in the crowd, and that would certainly be a lie. But I want you to know that I respect you. Speaking of giving respect, you must respect yourself first. Spend your time and energy wisely because pleasing others at the expense of your own authenticity and emotions is never worth it. Surround yourself with those who bring out the best in you and don't drain your energy, and be with those who reciprocate your efforts. In my time at CHS, I've experienced how being with the right people can benefit your life. You become happier, more grateful, and more energized. In the future, I hope you can find relationships where those around you see your value because you have it. Your physical diploma is worth nothing. It is a piece of paper that we've all received. They're all the same. The true value comes in the form of skills and knowledge that you've gained in these past few years. In our society, we have a tendency to define success as an end product rather than a process. But truthfully, success is not solely based on the end result, but rather the process of achieving it. So as you reflect on these past 4 years at CHS and celebrate your accomplishments, remember to appreciate how you got here. It is in the process that we find meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. It is in the process that we use our newfound abilities to foster our true potential. It is in the process that we learn, grow, and adapt. Our diplomas are simply a representation of this transformative passage. And before I conclude, I want to take the time to dedicate the speech to the ones who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. I want to dedicate my honor of speaking to you today to my incredible family. So if they all could, please stand at this moment to be recognized. Ooh, sorry. Oh my God. To my little sister Jacqueline and little brother Ryan, thank you for giving me the happiest childhood anyone could ask for. And before I start fighting over who I love more, just know I love you both equally. Never forget that I'm always proud of you both. And to my mom and dad, who are two of the most remarkable, strong, and loving individuals I've met, thank you. Sorry. Thank you for pushing aside your own dreams and working tirelessly in that little restaurant to have a chance at mine. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you for embarking on this daunting journey to America, away from everything familiar to you, just for the sake of giving me the opportunities and an education you never had. Thank you for sacrificing that cramped apartment so you could watch our daughter graduate as valedictorian on our way to Columbia University this fall. You are the American dream. Thank you for teaching me kindness, humility, ambition, and most of all, for giving me an irreplaceable love worth missing and living for. One that reminds me that no one in the world could love me more than my mom and dad. You both always say it's a blessing that I'm your daughter, but in reality, I am truly the one that is blessed to have you both as my parents. I know you often ask my secrets of success, and the only answer that I have for you is that I'm here entirely because of your endless love, support, and dedication. And also to my mom, I'm never embarrassed of you because you can't speak English. And I'm never embarrassed to call you my mom at school events and my friends were teachers. How could I ever be embarrassed as someone who has cheated so much while navigating this foreign world? You are the definition of what it means to have conviction and courage. You are the definition of where there's a will, there's always a way. 妈妈、爸爸，我今天在台上想谢谢你们。从我出生到现在，我没有一天没感觉到你们的爱和努力。因为你们付出，我才能收到那么多的奖励。因为你们的爱，我和弟弟和妹妹可以开开心心的生活。我还记得你跟我说，我做你的女儿是一件祝福，但事实上，我很幸运有你们作为我的父母。我知道你们会很平常会问我怎么可以那么厉害，我就一个答案，我站在这里，全因为是你们的分享、支持和无间的爱。我爱你妈妈，我爱你爸爸，感谢你们给我一个美好的童年。令我无忧无畏的生活。我希望你们两个可以在我旁边一起长大，一起看世界。我知道我已经长大了，可是我永远都是你们的宝贝。我还想感谢一下我其他的家庭们，感谢我的外婆、我的外公，我的姨妈妈生日快乐和 Nikki。然后我想感谢你们给我那么多的爱和让我的生活那么。很开心。Tonight and forever, I reap the benefits of your endless sacrifices. I love you, Mom and Dad. Thank you for this life and everything in it. Truly, class of 2024, where did all the time go? Congratulations, fellow graduates. Our future awaits. I know you're all expecting me to leave right now, but give me 2 more minutes of your time. So on the topic of special people in our lives, please allow me to introduce this year's commencement speaker, Mr. McIntyre, who is otherwise endearly known as Mr. Mac to his students. While I was never lucky enough to have Mr. Mac as my math teacher, his presence and impact on students proves him to be an integral part of the CHS community. Not only did he add his own abilities and charm to our already phenomenal math department, he also single-handedly increased the average height of CHS teachers, sitting at a height of 6'10". Generally, for those who have never seen Mr. Mac in person, prepare yourselves. Although his height may be intimidating to us short people, I can assure you that he is one of the most kind-hearted people around. Preparing for this speech, I had the opportunity to learn more about Mr. Mac through his students. The common ground that they all established was how his commitment to his students is second to none. Through spending time during pride blocks and after school teaching and reteaching lessons, his efforts are also a testament to his patience and character. Not only is he able to educate, but he is also able to engage with the students on a deeper level, creating connections beyond the classroom material. This truly paints Mr. Mac as the embodiment of an exceptional teacher. He is devoted, patient, and passionate. On top of his ability to teach, he's also quite funny and has many interests outside of school. During his classes, he does a thing called Slang of the Week, where his students would teach him a new slang. I appreciate Mr. Mac's attempt to stay up to date with teenagers. I myself admit I am behind with slang. Also, if anyone here has an infatuation with Maine, first of all, why? Second of all, you would also be great friends with Mr. Mac. He likes to indulge his students with the Maine word of the week. In doing my own bit of research, I found that in Maine, a wingnut describes someone who's made a bad decision, and caca is used when something's incredible. Some more facts on Mr. Mac is that he loves to show loss, he plays basketball, act surprised, and has an obsession with red hot chili peppers. I still need to ask him about that one. Even though I didn't have Mr. Mac as my teacher, I did have a conversation with him a few weeks ago. I walked in his class while he was revising his speech, and he expressed how he was a little anxious to deliver such an important address. However, after seeing him dedicate his time and pour in genuine efforts to perfect the speech, I am positive that he would do just great. So if you all could, please join me in welcoming the one and only Mr. Mac to the stage.
Graduates of the class of 2024, thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak to you. It is an honor and a privilege. Additionally, I would like to thank my arms for being by my side, my legs for supporting me, and my fingers because I could always count on them. I have a speech that is pi minutes long. It won't go on forever, but it may be a little irrational. When I look at this group of graduates, I think of the Miranda Lambert song, All Kinds of Kinds. Ever since the beginning, to keep the world spinning, it takes all kinds of kinds. What kind will you be? A nurse, an electrician, an artist? The time has come for you to go out and find your purpose. We each have something different inside us to contribute. Let your passions be your navigation. This has been a rule that I have lived my life by, and it has made all the difference. According to a 2023 Pew Research poll, only 51% of Americans are fully satisfied with their job overall. It's so important to find something that you enjoy doing every day. My initial major in college was engineering because I liked math, and somebody told me the salary would be great. I hated it. I began substitute teaching between college semesters to make some extra money, and it just fit. Teaching had a lower salary than engineering, but for me, a much higher love coefficient. Choose something with a high love coefficient, and you will enjoy the final product immensely. In addition to teaching, I have many other interests that bring meaning to my life. I make and publish music on the side. It pays about 0.0004 cents per stream, but twice a year I get to buy a burrito with my royalty check. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's a labor of love that I enjoy immensely. So if your passion doesn't pay the bills, do it on the side. Pursue your happiness. The road to finding your passion is not always easy. Along the way, I have faced many obstacles, including my own doubts in my abilities. I recently saw a clip of Ed Sheeran struggling as a singer when he was a teenager. Natural talent can only take you so far. True growth comes from putting in the work. Dedication, hard work, and learning from mistakes are where talent comes from. Research shows that making mistakes and reflecting on them creates new synapses in our brains. When we get answers right, our brains don't grow. Failure leads to brain growth. Struggle leads to strength. Feel comfortable being wrong. In those moments when you feel defeated, remember the power of yet. It's not that you can't do something, it's just that you can't do it yet. It's not that you will never be where you want to be, you're not where you want to be yet. Barbara Toussaint said, "I can't do that ends a story. I can't do that yet means anything is possible." And even if you think you have it all figured out, new challenges will always be around the corner. You don't get to choose what enters and leaves your life, but you can choose how you view those moments. You can choose how you use it, a setback or a setup for something better. Whether it is a roadblock or an interesting detour, the choice is yours. Mindset is everything. Okay, so that was like 4 pi over 3 minutes long. My bad. To conclude, the best way to handle the number system of life is to find your passion. Work hard, have a positive attitude. I wish you all the best of luck in your pursuit of happiness. I feel fortunate to have met so many wonderful people from this amazing group of graduates. I'm rooting for you all. Hold on one second. That's better. It was getting really hard to see with all these bright futures in front of me. Live long and prosper.
Thank you, Mr. McIntyre. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to present the Chelmsford School Committee and the superintendents of schools, the graduates of the class of 2024. As the principal of Chelmsford High School, I have certified that the students before us have satisfied all graduation requirements and competencies as articulated by the Chelmsford Public Schools and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Let's begin.
The graduates of Emerson House: Ryan Christopher Adams, Nick Alexander Alexis, Ananya Bajpai, Gemma Rose Ping Bartolo, Andrew William Barry, Ethan Caleb Beal, Ethan Alexander Bean, Maya James Belmonte, Vaishnav Benil, Kenneth Dominguez Bocanegra, Luke Hunter Boucher, Luca Zeta Bova, Dylan James Brown, Jack Cregan Brown. Hannah Jennifer Burns. Moise Taysoon Kantinwala. Kaylee Elizabeth Clark. Sarah Grace Dahan. Emmeline Orphanlinda Donato Vasquez. Ashvi Abe Doshi. Antun Imad Estafanos. Lily Renee Fosher. Gabrielle Irene Fenders. Julia Govea Filio. Madeline Lee Gaffney. Cole Garrigan. Loluthi Lily Gianaris. Tyler Chase Gentry. Joseph Michael Goodwin. Victoria Rose Grieco. Alice Jean Gu. Vaishnavi Gupta. Catherine Rose Higgins. Mary Margaret Huffman. Alicia B. Hunt. Ishal Shahab Hussain. Ovea Inian. Ava Tyler Johnson. Brenna Louise Jubinville. Holly Katabowski. Hasia Karthik. Josiah Gregory Del Castillo Couts. Aaron Jonathan Kirkov. Siam Karana. Dylan Louise Konitzer. Ethan Benjamin Krigman. Joseph Louis Lococo. Ethan Joseph McDonald. Liam Patrick McKessie. Matthew Lazarus McLean. Jack Edward McPhee. Sophia Elaine Malone. Varnika Mandava. Anna Claire McDougall. Jackson Bibber McNally. Maeve Elizabeth McNeil. Andrew Allen McSherry. Lauren Judith Mello. Samantha Corinne Meltzer. Christina Grace Miller. Heather Miller Morrison. Bryn Elaine Munson. Sana Nasuna Marangwa. Ian Masharia Moingi. Daniel Maskinov. Abi Nair. Min An Nguyen. Drew Michael Nickerson. Katie Nicole Otto. Parv Wrinkle Parikh. Thomas John Parks. Chris Shushin Patel. Nikki K. Patel. Caitlin Pham. Gianna Fett. Owen Patrick Plaisted. Maxwell Robert Plotnick. Dante Owen Porzio. Henry Leon Reitman. Royce Austin Reyes Rojas. Audrey Grace Rice. Lauren Ann Roberge. Mackenzie Wisdom Sario. Varvara Rusak. Garrett James Russell. Josiah Ray Russell. Clayton Howell Rutherford. Justin Vesna Sarin. Caden Matthew Serponi. Siamic Narayan Set. Colin Neil Sexton. Rahi Palak Shah. Catherine Linda Shea. Arya Anita Samari. John Patrick Stagnan. Sean Michael Sturgeon. Jack David Talent. Avery Francis Thornton. Joyce Tong. Noah Jackson Tracy. Bridget Moira Trainer. Kate Marie Trainer. Lucas Benjamin Tremblay. Ayushi Tripathi. Clara Bawabi Vieira. Vivian Vu. Katerina Oliveira Woods. Helmer Zasig. The graduates of Hawthorne House. Tyler Edward Allen. Caleb Elijah Alvello. Ashrit Ram Anala. Om Angadi. Zachary Stephen Apostolos. Megan Francis Arpino. Anissa Marie Bailey. Michelle Behera. Carolus Adele Beckett. Tasia Naritza Bell. Caden Lawrence Elvis Belleville. Grace Margaret Beleza. Aaron Wallace Branco. Chintia Bura. Ellis Stephen Cho. Tyler Joseph Cody. Tyler James Connors. Matthew Lawrence Cormier. Andrew Francis Quartermarsh. Owen William Kucher. Felix Dinardi. Kaylin Morrissey Deutschman. Oscar Diaz. Natalie Monroe Dodona. Penelope Drolet. Naomi Ruth Josephine D'Souza. Jaskirin Singh Dukes. Nawal Al-Hekawi. Malachi Javian Everett. Aurora Grace Powers Ferreira. E. Fontaine. Adam Foti. Nathan Conrad Gabriel. Precious Gishana. Aiden James Gilmore. Kiara Ann Gingras. Abigail Charlotte Gibson Green. Leandro Enrique Gutierrez Munoz. Ava Alexandra Hagena. Celia Marie Harrington. Kate Alicia Harrison. James Harvey. Jaden Sakura Hang. Matthew Hayden Kaplan. Daniel Scott Keating. Samantha Ann Kelaporis. Mary Catherine Cohane. Colin John Crochun. Juliana Elizabeth LaCroix Mahegan. Angela Lamb. Elise Pamela Lamson. Stella Susan Lamson. Marcus Patrick Larkin. William Robert Larson. Nathaniel Dantas Lebrun. Victoria Marie Lensted. Bianca Gina Louisant. Cynthia Liu. Sithivong Mam. Nicholas Robert Mann. Kareem Shaki Mansour. Gianna Manzelli. Darith TJ Mao. Samuel Bradley Matson. Nathan Stone Michaud. Mia Bella Migliorini. Christopher James Mitchell. Lindsay Michaela Monk. Alexander Morel. Evan Riley Nash. Victoria Margaret Naccioni. Austin Ryan Nigro. Ponsavan Nakam Naylor. Amelia Grace Normington. Ben Anthony O'Brien. Dev Patel. Sharad R. Patel. Tanish Shumeen Patel. David Enriquez Paz Jr. Dylan Thomas Peterson Shula. Elvin Earl Pellegrino Solomon. Kyle Edward Pinto. Isabella Morera Pirani. Nicholas Stephen Poulin. Riley Elizabeth Powderly. Samuel Jake Sharian Prince. Sonal Punj. Jaden Joseph Sacco. Jonathan Kale Sanborn. Delia Grace Schiefen. Riley Elizabeth Shalek. Kristen Allen Shea. Connor Timothy Joshua Sheehy. Pedro Augusto Morera Silva. Aniket Singh. Shritha Sithalam. Zachary Scott Spengler. Ryan Matthew Spooner. Amanda Rose Stackpole. Abhishek Indu Sukumar. Jocelyn Emma Silva. Michael Peter Tucker. Kea Upadhyay. Samuel Emmanuel Valmy. Jacob John Fanoski. George Christopher Voznakis. Nicholas Michael Voznakis. Jillian May Walker. Oliver Wooten. Emily Paula Yoffe. The graduates of Whittier House. Jackson Theodore Michael Apostolou. Toby Dennis Aquino. Nicole Renee Arsenal. Aliyah Mary Ayub. Riley Elise Baker. Ava Rebecca Balin. John Ross Belanger. Lauren Berry. Jose Roberto Bethel. Anya Barty. Prachi Viren Bahafsar. Michael Christopher Beerworth. Catherine Angeline Boivin. Ruby Jacobson Boucher. Benjamin Mark Branco. Caitlin May Brown. Luke Donovan Buckley. Juliana Valeshka Kiwana. Adriana Rose Capozzi. Sahithi Sri Chadavadura. Marina Samantha Chungos. Miley Ann Connors. Caitlin Elizabeth Correa. Emily Nardino Correa. Holden Mateus Krauthamel. Colby Aaron Curran. Scarlett Kenitha Dang. Spencer Fenway Davis. Alyssa Rose Donley. Grant Henry Engelhart. Caitlin Ryan England. Cedric Travinsky Estenfill. Sedalia Isabella Freitas. Hector Philippe Frias. Annika Elizabeth Froud. Autumn Teresa Foltz. Riley Hart Gogan. Andrew James Gomez. Joseph Taylor Gorley. Emma Blanche Gray. Amanda Ann Huang. McKenna Rose Hughes. Bran Alexander Cunyati. Nicholas James Kaiko. Riley Jean Kennedy. Brendan Matthew Keogh. Maria Kasablian. Saja Yusur Khalifa. Lila Simone Koloski. Garima Lalwani. Casey Keith LaRiviere. Carter Edward Lindbergh. Ava Christine Lindsay. Isabel Lopez. Tracy Liu. Timothy R. Lucy. Daniel Marenga. Samuel Thomas Mason. Jeremiah Titus Matthews. Sean Robert McNulty. William Frederick Meinhardt. Elise Miller. Kira Miller. Delaney Campbell Mills. Ziba Nadim Mohid. Joshua John Moore. Rachel Susan Moore. Mason Anthony Morse. Anika Muka. Rishika Muka. Dia Munshi. Michael Liv Wanecki. Justin Michael Nordengren. Amanda Morgan Nutt. Leonie Kosisochukwu Ochi. Kevin Joseph O'Connell. Tess Kathleen O'Neill. Noah Robert O'Riordan. Shubhangi Pal. Krish Patel. Mateus Philippe Pelissari. Noah Thomas Peterson. Michael William Pachilli III. Taisia Petrova. Rohan Germain de la Cruz Portation. Neha Vilas Rane. Benjamin Cole Redding Cooper. Isabella Morgaine Ricard. Victoria Alejandra Rodriguez Carrillo. Peter Emmanuel Sabu. Victoria Elise Sawyer. Michelle Marie Shoup. Calvin William Sungday Silver. Mark George Skigas. Joshua David Sneeden. Isabella Nicole Snelson. Amelia Jerry Sosnowski. Brooke Lynn Stacy. Vivian Rose Strip. Taya Marie Suarez. Devin Vesna Tam. Nolan Christopher Thomas. Victoria Jane Thorin. Christian Benjamin Ventura Vialta. Sandra Mercedes Weir. Brian James Weller Fahey. Kyle Carlin Wilder. Brinley Grace Williamson. Sarah Blake Windolowski. Kihong Ronald Yang. Nicholas Joseph Yasmin. Nora Therese Young. Nolan Michael Busalaki. Constantina Mary Fredericks. Sherry Guo. Rohan A. Madhu Kumar.
And for our closing remarks, I'd like to bring back Class President Rohan. But before he speaks, I'd like to give some information and some directions. After President Rohan speaks, concludes the program, you'll turn your tassels on your way out. And faculty, if you can deposit your robes in the dining room, the talent room upstairs. And now, the most important person, our class president.
So that just went all swellingly. Congrats to everyone, first of all. Can members of the Chelmsford High School graduating class please rise? Now, all the applause from the audience has been wonderful, but this moment, can all the students please applaud the audience? Because without those people in the audience, we would have no chance of being here. So thank you, and thank you for coming today. Please grab your tassel and move it from the right side of your mortar board to your left. Congratulations, class of 2024. We did it.